funding interest rates have come down. So to the and this I mean there's I don't say how much it's getting better. It's getting a little bit better because the overall funding conditions are getting better. The funding conditions for the government have become the overall funding conditions, the interest rates have come down a little bit. But I agree it's not a very strong point that I want to make here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Wolf, and all the other speakers. And I'll now give the floor to our colleague rapporteur, Yorgos Chatzimarkakis, for concluding remarks.
Thank you, Michael. First of all, thanks for being quite clear. The Troika has failed in a doubled way, as you just pointed out. And this also goes back to the lack of democratic legitimacy. Because the Troika, and you described it a little bit, they report, the Commission reports within the Troika to the ESM, is not Commission anymore, is not college anymore, does not take decisions that would be controlled by the European Parliament. So, in fact, we have to do with a shadow government where everybody hides behind somebody else. You don't know in the end, is it the IMF who pushed that decision through? Is it the task force? Is it the Troika? Within the Troika, is it the central bank? Or I look at Mrs. Kressler, and no, this is a theory, a German theory, or is it the Germans? So you don't know who is pushing. That is why I think we have to be very grateful to Mr. Reichenbach that he came here and he did with us what you demand, what you also asked for, an oversight by the European Parliament, because that is our role. And I'm really grateful that you and your team came here in order to discuss with us. Well, I would have hoped to be a little bit more open in that discussion, but that's just a start. It's a start. And why is it important? It is important because we are losing European citizens believing in that project. Money is a very rare resource. And when we are spending, and we do this every year, Mrs. Kressler, Mr. Theurer, Mrs. Ayala Sender, Mr. Stavrakakis, every year during the discharge process, we understand that there are a lot of risks, that there are a lot of errors being done, especially by the member states, but not enough controlled by the Commission. And we changed a little bit. We gave the Commission tools at hand to stop it. And it is stopped. And I'm very grateful and happy that due to our work, for instance, some member states, like Romania, turn up in Brussels and say, where's the money? And the Commission says, we can't pay you the money. We interrupt payings because the European Parliament told us so. It works. Now, the Greek example of the task force for Greece is not just a single Greek case. In this case, as Mr. Reichenbach also puts it, a big resource has been given to one member state in order to help this member state get out of a mess. Because, I mean, a situation where you have goals like cohesion, like regional policy, and you don't achieve that by paying a lot of money, by taking taxpayers' money and, well, not achieving the goal is a mess. Now, in this case, we try to help one country to become more effective. Mr. Reichenbach says in about 1 year we expect, that's what you said, in about 1 year we expect those very nasty figures, unemployment rate 27%, youth unemployment 62%, to go down. So the economy to flourish a little bit more. Because in the real economy, this is what people see. It's not the, well, we will see. Now, that would be, Mr. Reichenbach, I take just what you said, 30, okay, you didn't say that. Okay.
Structural change. Oh, please.
A structural change. That's structural change.
Please.
That's 32 months. 32 months after starting the task force for Greece. Now, that is why I would like to say we have to understand that what we are doing here is on behalf of the European citizens, and that is why the task force, maybe we should convene in the near future, should rather reset the economy rather than be just present in EU projects. It's important. Create jobs rather than just exchange knowledge among member states. Undertake concrete actions rather than just publish reports, and make a real impact for the Greek people, because the Greek people are European people like all of us, and as a European patriot, I would like to thank you, Mr. Toro, thank the Secretariat for organizing this event. It took us some time, but I think it was successful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.